So I'm gonna give you a video here on keto. I'll give you some pointers on keto, okay? The first thing is, this is called the Keto Mojo Blood Reader. If you have the money for it, it's only $50, but if you have the money for it, this will keep you honest and it will let you know if you're really doing well on keto or if you're kind of just faking it or if you think you're making keto but you're not. Here's how it works. You take a blood strip test, you put it in the machine, it's gonna fire up and read it. While it's reading it, you take your pricker, you pull it, and you prick. It doesn't hurt at all, okay? Squeeze a little bit of blood from your finger onto the strip, just like this, okay? In 10 seconds, it's gonna have a reading. It's gonna say either 0.5 or higher if you're in ketosis. I'm expecting myself to be 0.1, 0.8, something high. I'm 0.9, okay? That's really high, that's good. I've been doing this for a while, so I am fat adaptive. So that means that my body now runs off of fat instead of carbs. The whole time, most of us humans have been living the lie of eating carbs, and we've been thinking it's good for us, but it's really not. And our bodies have become carb adaptive, not fat adaptive. So after a few months on keto, you become what's called fat adaptive. After a few more months, you start getting high numbers like this. I'm producing ketones, and my body's using whatever fat I've eaten yesterday or whatever's on me as fuel. So I'm burning fat right now, I'm not storing it. Now, speaking of that, when you do eat carbohydrates, you trap 1 to 3 grams of water for every 1 gram of carb. So one meal will make you bloated. After I eat, I never feel bloated. I can still take my shirt off and be ripped. So let me talk to you about some things. First thing is MCT oil, okay? If I was gonna start a keto kit, this would be one of the things in it. MCT oil, it's a shortcut. When you put it in your water or you just drink it straight like a shot, maybe put it in your water 1 to 3 times a day, maybe 1 or 2 if you're first starting out, because this will make you shit. It's a shortcut, it goes straight to the brain, bypasses the liver, goes straight to the brain. It's good for brain function, because when you start doing keto, you're gonna feel a little foggy because you're making that transition from fueling from carbs to fueling from fat, and it takes a little while. So this helps ease into that because you don't get the fogginess, you get the smartness, you feel alert, and you get to poop too. Next, we have something called liquid monk fruit sweetener by Lancantos. This is the #1 thing. If I had to give anyone advice, this is the advice. It's liquid. A couple drops in anything makes things sweet. If you take this chocolate called Lily's Baking Chocolate, which has no sugar added and no carbs, some carbs, but very little. So it's got no sugar, and as far as carbs, it's got 8 carbs, 5 fiber. 5 minus 8 is 3. It has 3 grams of carbs. So it's really low in carbs, and it uses stevia. So you take a little bit of this, you drop it onto a little bit of these, maybe put it in a glass bowl, melt it, and then put a little bit of this on it, and boom, you've got yourself sweet chocolate sauce you could dip, and you don't have to worry about spiking your blood sugar and getting fat and storing fat with this. This, your body does not recognize this as anything but a supplement. So it's better than the sugars and the artificial sweeteners which cause cancer. This doesn't. Get on this. Next, when you're making stuff that like you want breads or you want something that needs to rise, use coconut flour or almond flour. Coconut flour is better because it has less carbs than almond flour, and you only need 1/4 of it. Coconut flour when you're cooking stuff, you know, pancakes, breads, donuts. You can make these type of things with that. If you like crunchy chips, or when you eat your salads, you want croutons, you miss that. You can't have it on keto. Think again. Pork rinds. These are your chips. These are your crunchy croutons. These have no carbs in them. You can eat them. The only thing is, it has omega-6s. Omega-3 is good. Omega-9 is good. Omega-6 is inflammatory. So the way you combat that is you get a good fish oil, omega-3s or 9s, and you pop one of those before you eat stuff that has omega-6s. The good omega-3s and 9s fill up your cell wall and the inside of your cell, and then once it's full, you can bombard it with omega-6s and it won't get into your cell and cause inflammation. I hope you understand that. Okay, ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. Not from this brand, not from the Primal Foods brand. Primal Kitchen, that's the kind of sauce, ketchups, that's what you want. And here is the Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing. Caesars and ranches typically are the best dressings to go with, but not Hidden Valley and not like those type of brands from the store, because they have all kinds of shit like aspartame, maltodextrin, dextrose. These are all sugar-free sugars, okay? So even though it says sugar-free on it, if it says dextrose, maltodextrin, aspartame, monosodium glutamate, stay away from it. It's going to be bad for your body, okay? Next, we have something called ghee butter. It's ghee butter. I got it from Thrive Market. You can also get this from Publix. It's a little cheaper on Thrive and other places like Amazon. But ghee butter is pure butter. It doesn't have any of the crap in it, any of the non stuff you can't have with other butters. It's impure. This is a pure butter. It's got good fats. It's got no carbs. You can put this in everything. Then we have avocado oil spray. Get avocado oil and get avocado oil spray. The reason why you don't want olive oil is because even though olive oil is good for you, it's bad for you if you cook with it. If you use it at a high temperature, it becomes oxidative, which causes cancer. So it's not good to cook with. So cooking oils, you're going to use avocado oil. You're going to use ghee butter. You're going to use you're going to use coconut oil. These are the things you want to use. You're going to stay away from all that crap like the oils that are impure. Any other kind of oil. Sunflower oil, not sunflower oil. What am I thinking of? Vegetable oil. That's not even from a vegetable. It's literally like the Frankenstein of oil. So it's made by using like chemical processes to treat a grape seed into getting oil and chemicals. You don't want that. So these are the keys right here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to take you into my kitchen here. Electrolytes. Yes, here's something. You're going to need electrolytes. This one's my girlfriend Sydney's, but this brand is awesome. Don't drink Gatorade. Don't drink Powerade. All that stuff has dyes in it that kill you. If it has dyes, you're going to die eventually. This is just straight up sodium. This is just straight up magnesium, all the phosphorus, everything you need, and it tastes so good. You will be drinking so much more water. Okay, next, if you do have a sweet tooth and you want some pancakes or whatever, use this brand of maple syrup. You've seen it before. Lancanto makes my monk fruit sweetener. It's awesome, and here's the nutritional fact. It's got no fat in it. It's got 9 grams of carbs minus 3 grams of fiber, and sugar alcohol 5 grams, so you can take that too. So 5 grams of sugar alcohol, 3 grams of fiber, that's 8 grams. Minus 8 from 9, and it's 1 gram of net carbs per serving. Beautiful. What else? Here's my keto cabinet. I don't know if you can see all this stuff. Oh, Santa Cruz peanut butter. This brand is the brand you want. You can get it at Publix too. Here's why you want this brand. You ready? Okay. Carbs total 5. Fiber 3. And you can subtract those 2. So you really only get 2 net carbs. 2 for the peanut butter. Amazing. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, so here's my fridge. When it comes to yogurt, you are allowed to have it. This one's called the Phage, 0%. I like to mix that with monk fruit sweetener. Tastes great. It's like whipped cream on my waffles. Blueberries, you're allowed to have some of those. Those are low glycemic. You're allowed to have mushrooms. You're allowed to have paleo bacon. Oh, the bacon's the best. Look at this. I get this bacon over here from Lucky's. It's only $7 a pound. It's got no sugar added, no nitrates. You don't want nitrates in your meat. Causes cancer yet again. So, also, lastly, when people get mad at you because you're a little difficult to deal with in Starbucks or restaurants, and trust me, keto dieters deal with this all the time, it's best to find 2 or 3 reasons besides fat loss to talk about when you're on keto. So for instance, if someone's like, oh, Josh, you don't need that. Look, you're already ripped. I'm not doing it for the fat loss, bitch. I'm doing it because it's the #1 lowest inflammation diet. It cures all these diseases. It's better for your health. It doesn't have any glycogen spikes. You're never storing any fat. So use these things to give them reasons on why you're doing the keto. Okay, it's better for your skin. It's better for your health. Those things no one's gonna make fun of you for. Okay, so with that being said, if you have any other questions, just don't hesitate to ask, because I'm the keto king. They call me ferocious ketosis. So holler at your boy.